the rhythm, got the music lover. We got our fingers round the spine. We make the beat, we pound the rhythm, scream the lyrics at each other. Stomping feet, we stomp in time. And the music that we make is made of blood and bone, of shouts and screams and moans. And the music that we make is bred of loss and love, and the stars that shine above. It's primal pumping, perfect power, pushing past pleasure and pain. We got the thrum, we got the hum, we drum the rhythm, brother. We own the measure and the time. We scream the words that barely heard above the Russian rhythm. We force some notes out in a line. And the music that we make is made of skin and teeth, and the secrets that we keep. And the music that we make fills our hearts and lungs, and the clouds that hang above. It's booming, blasting, big bombastic, breaking boundaries, breaking hearts in twain. The heavier the heart, the more it breaks. Hearts in twain. The heaviest of hearts hold the most pain. Hearts in twain. But the music takes the hurt, keeps it away. The music takes the hurt away. We got the beat, we got the rhythm, got the music lover. We got our fingers round the spine. We make the beat, we pound the rhythm, scream the lyrics at each other. Stomping feet, we stomp in time. And the music that we make is made of blood and bone, of shouts and screams and moans. And the music that we make is bred of loss and love, and the stars that shine above. It's booming, blasting, big bombastic, breaking boundaries, breaking hearts in twain. The heavier the heart, the more it breaks. Hearts in twain. The heaviest of hearts hold the most pain. Hearts in twain. But the music takes the hurt, keeps it away. The music takes the hurt away. With her hand on the wheel and her foot on the gas, she races faster than she ever has done, pushing it past. And deep into the red, she's alone on the road. There's no destination, no, she's got nowhere to go. She's got a wide open road. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. He likes to smoke with the match, he's gotta hustle for scratch. Every day he makes some plays to win another loss back. He's got an angle again, it's just a matter of when. Someday soon he knows the ship is gonna come sailing in. He'll be back on top again. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, then love me, oh, don't stop now, love me tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, then love me anyway, love me tonight. We're gonna be in love, our love is serious, even if it can't last forever. We're gonna be in love, our love is serious, even if it only lasts last tonight, 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 tonight. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, then love it, oh, don't stop now, love it tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, then love it anyway, love it tonight. Oh, 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 she's got a serious need, she's got a dragon to feed. She never knew how simple living this living could be. She's gotta make a few bucks, but she's been feeling in luck. She's gonna push on through no matter how hard or how tough. She's already flying high. He wrote a new song today, it's all that he wants to play. He's written many, but he's never gonna ever get paid. He's no good at the books, and every time that he looks, he sees another opportunity that he should have took. But still the music plays. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, then love me, oh, don't stop now, love it tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, then love me anyway, love it tonight. We're gonna be in love, our love is serious, even if it can't last forever. We're gonna be in love, our love is serious, even if it only lasts tonight, 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 tonight. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, then love me, oh, don't stop now, love it tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, then love it anyway, love it tonight. If all we got is just right now, if all we have is just this moment, then love me, oh, don't stop now, love it tonight. If all we got is just today, if all we have is barely holding, then love it anyway, love it tonight. Oh, love it tonight.
All right, good to see everybody. Awesome. I should have good. It should be good in a week, and then have surgery on the 14th, and then down for another week or two, and then I'll be. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Well, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that they sorted it out, and that it is going to be happening. That's just absolutely wonderful news. But I got Boone Graham in the house. Boone, do you wanna start us off with a rock tune?
Sure.
With a genuine Boone rock tune.
Genuine article. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait. No, this is the wrong one. Skype guest. There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm in
guest.
chat land right now.
Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. Awesome.
All right, I think I can.
Hey, Paula, how are you?
Hi. This song is called Dun Dun
Done.
Dun. It's an A.
Okay.
Everything hurts, everything kills, even sweet dreams and daffodils. Oh crap, do I know it? You can jump on your lily pad and surf for a thrill round the pond, but by dawn you'll be done, done, done.
Done.
Dun, dun, dun. Hear yonder bell, smell of the corpse. Hey, let's all get married just to get the divorce. We can film the proposal, then dispose of the source of the love and move on and forget Don Juan. Dun, dun, dun. Everything hurts, everything kills. Even ladybugs and grandma's pills. They may delay it, but hey, it is still coming to get ya it will. Oh no, here comes a solo. Incoming storm, smell of the rain, join the helping umbrella marketing scheme. You can run on for a long time and straight into pain and the tears and the gears of these wicked machines. Must I say it again? Everything hurts, everything kills, even sweet dreams and daffodils. You can run on a lily pad and red for the hills, but by gum, don't be dumb, you're as good as gone. Dun, 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 dun. All right, ooh, just getting warmed up here.
Yeah. Me too. It's funny. The Sundays are always kind of coming off of a Saturday, like just because I try not to think about or work on music. I just want one day out of the week where I just don't obsess over music, and so usually by this time I get back and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I do know how to play this thing, you know.
I do that too. About once a decade, I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I'm good.
Yeah, you're like, no, now back to obsessing.
Have you ever traveled and like forgot your guitar? I've just been like,
Oh yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah. You know,
I'm
actually,
dying.
it's really funny if I leave the house and if I don't have 3 picks, if I have 2 picks, I'm like, oh fuck, well, like, because three picks is enough for somebody. If you're watching somebody play and they drop a pick, you're like, oh, here you go, and I've got my pick and a backup pick. So if I'm like, oh, here you go, and I hit off the pick and I've only got one in my back pocket, I'm like, fuck, man, I'm fucked if I go. Like, and when I leave the house, if I reach my back pocket, because I've just been doing it now for over 20 years, I'll reach back, and if I don't feel picks, I'm like, oh, I will just feel like they'll just be trepidatious all day long. Yeah. All right, here. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna just play a song and kind of get my fingers up and running. But
Hey, Fanakari, how are you? Good to see you. Am I saying that right?
I'm going places no one else has ever been to. There's no end to the trouble I get into when I'm with you. I'm 3 steps ahead of all my sorrow, but I promise by tomorrow I'll repay you all the things that I have borrowed. I'm speeding past sunrise, racing through midnight. I try to slow it down, I'll come around. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Hey Piggy.
brace for an impact that I know someday must come. I've been on the run, moving faster than a freight train. No one can catch me and they daren't even try, 'cause there's just no faster guy. I'm alone on the highway, speeding past sunrise, racing through midnight. I try to slow it down, I'll come around. Never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor. Pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor. Pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway. Can you keep that going? Speeding getaway, keep going. Someday I promise to surrender.
Speeding getaway.
Someplace, somewhere out there is better.
Speeding getaway.
Someday I promise to surrender.
Speeding getaway.
Someplace, somewhere out there is better.
Speeding getaway.
Speeding getaway. Speeding getaway. Speeding getaway. Speeding getaway. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor. Pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor. Pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. I'm pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Hey Lily, how you doing? I'm thinking, good to see you, brother. How you doing, man? Awesome. Yeah, right on. Thanks for being here. Thanks for getting here, everybody. Thank you, Prize. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's a song called Race Car. That's on my Get Set Go, which is my band, which is I am now the only surviving member of Get Set Go's fifth record called Fury of Your Lonely Heart. Yes, so what Get Set Go decided back at about 2009 is we decided we would just Highlander. We would do like the Highlander movie, but with the band. And so each time, so we fight to the death, and then when one of us kills the other person, then we just absorb their power. And so that's, yeah. So now I'm the last man standing. There can be only one. No, that's actually
Nice.
I moved from Los Angeles to Austin, Texas, and they stayed behind because they're jerks. And yeah, awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you very kindly. So this is my buddy Boone Graham.
What's up?
And Boone is a spectacular songwriter in his own right, and he's gonna play some really cool music for you.
She made me feel so good. We put the verb on?
Yep.
On my birthday. Stars were in her eyes that day. She looked at me, yeah. It made me feel like crying. So I did. And it wasn't a big deal. She touched me, yeah. It's a good like little solo time. It's in
what
B.
key?
It's in B.
Okay.
Made love on my birthday. We became one, in the same. Things were about to explode. Yeah, things were about things were about. Intimacy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love that song. I haven't heard that. Yeah, you try to. I had not realized that it had been years since I'd heard "Lobotomy Now" when you played it. I was like, wow, man, that's so crazy.
That one struck a chord, with I think some of your fans and people. Yeah. So the people, I think it was your fans that reminded me that they liked it.
Yeah. It was Dawson.
Yeah,
Dawson was like,
right.
Dawson was like, dude, you got to play that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it's It's just crazy because that used to be when I think about your catalog, when I think about your songs, I'd be like, oh yeah, these are some of the hits. And it's funny because I know that I've done the same thing. Like people will come up and be like, "Oh my God, Mikey!" Particularly when people would catch us live, they'd be like, "Oh, this one song, that was the jam,"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, I haven't played that song in a long, long time."
Yeah.
So that is a pretty interesting thing because there are so many songwriters that kind of have a small enough catalog that's just their. I mean, I have some friends that keep trotting out this, like they've been doing it for 30 years, and they're like, all right, here's my, here's the hits, and they'll play it. So it's always interesting to be like, fuck yeah, that's right. This is an old Moon tune that I love that I haven't heard in 1,000 years.
It's funny. I got to see a little slice of that whenever we went and saw the Dolly Rots.
Yeah.
And they were like, you gotta do "I Love Your Vagina."
Oh yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? That to me that was just like
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You could see their eyes. This is important.
Yeah,
and to you, to me, that's like a very side song. Not right down the middle.
That's exactly right.
But to them, it was like so central.
There was a point in time when. So I have a song here. I'll play just a little. So there's a song called "What I Love About You." I love your vagina. I love the flavor of your lips. And so it's just an ode to the vagina. Like when your relationship goes from like you're dating to now you're having sex, when it goes from the purely emotional to the physical, like there's just something magical, that like there's at least one part of, like, if I've got an 8-track brain, one track is just constantly going vagina, like, oh my God, there's just, like, and so I was like, I want to write about that. I want to write about that, like that's just like, and so I introduced it to Mr. T's. It wasn't at the high point of Mr. T's. It was as we were the ascendant period. And I introduced it, like, I was like, hey guys, and Amy Wood was our drummer at the time, so it was entirely like, so she, and so it was just a strange song to be playing, in front of like 150 kids, but for the most part they embraced it. But the thing is, all the bands were like, oh my God, and then as the scene continued to grow, it was just like if I needed a great set closer and there was issues, I'm like, all right guys, this will be our last one, and we kick into that and be like the whole crowd would be like, yes. In fact, that actually happened with us. We opened for Stained and Trapped, and Switchfoot opened up for we played this a festival, and it was in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we played our whole set. I made the mistake, so I walked up. It was an active, so it was put on by a radio station, but the radio station was an active rock station, which is very different than from, say, like an alternative station. So we're from LA, and so I'm like, hey guys, we're a pop band from Los Angeles. Like, I'm saying we're a pop band from Los Angeles, just saying like we have hooks, like that, because that's how people in LA use the word pop, like oh you're hook based, but those motherfuckers had no clue how I was using the word pop, and they're like fuck these and they were flipping us off, like the whole, like, there was like at this point in time, because it was like 5 PM, there was like maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people, and they're just flipping us off, and like what the, and so I'm like oh fuck. So and I didn't, and it took me a little while to understand what it was that I did that was wrong. But then we kicked out. So we're like, all right, this is my last one, and I love your vagina, and the whole fucking crowd. Like the whole crowd was like, even like because there were some guys who were very upset with us.
Yeah.
Like, you're a pop. So they're like, and so a couple guys that were just like very vociferous, like fuck you, and I watched them, and they're like, yes, and I'm like, God, you really? Of course, damn it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not listening. They're not listening with their ears, but they did like the Ode to the Vagina. So
it's a good one.
Yeah.
I definitely Yeah, I like the vagina, and but I've never really had the guts to express it.
Yeah. That's.
I'm like, I don't. It's so important. I don't know how to say it.
In fact, that was actually one of
a pretty big deal.
the fun things about having Mr. T's. We were sort of indemnified from writing, like the more the songs that we're like, well, we'll just pull the lid right off and be like, here you go. This because we knew we had a receptive audience. So so you could say
Right.
ribbled, completely off the chain, weird stuff, and people would be like, yes, this is great. So. All right, but yeah, let's get another Boone tune in. Hey, Retro Roadshow, how you doing, man?
I just went.
Oh yes, you're right.
It's your turn.
You're right. Okay. You're right. What do we want to do?
Will you bring it up, whatever it is, so I can look at the?
Oh yeah. Of course. Well, here let's do. I don't mind doing songs that you are excited about, man. So Paula Fanakari, Amathiki, Retro Roadshow. Do you guys have any requests? I mean, I'll take requests from anybody, but all I do is play my own songs. So if there's new folk in the audience. Or Picky, do you have a song that you want us to play? But here, let's do this one.
I was pretty confused about the like. I didn't realize you were on Facebook too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, hold on. Let me add some.
Oh, I got a capo 5 to know what this means.
Right. They say your life flashes right before your eyes, just before you die, it's true. And this is it, it's happening right now, it's flashing right in front of you. Have you had the time of your life? For this is the time of your life. Each decision that you make creates another you that went a different way. And in some other place, there's another me that did it all okay. Another universe is perfect me. And I'm just a very flawed copy. The things I do are a mystery to me. It's a miracle I breathe at all. I wanna live, or at least I think I do, but most every choice I make is flawed. Have you had the time of your life? For this is the time of your life. Each decision that you make creates another you that went a different way. And in some other place, there's another me that did it all okay. Another universe is perfect me. And I'm just a very flawed copy. Have you
had the time of your life. For this is the time of your life. Each decision that you make creates another you that went a different way. And in some other place, there's another me that did it all okay. Another universe is perfect me. And I'm just a very flawed copy.
Hey Ian, how you doing, man? Give me, actually, Retro Red Show. I forgot to turn it on, so give me 1 second. But let me just Okay, there we go. Yeah. I just, for some reason, when I saw Retro Roadshow type in, so this is the way my brain works. This is a really interesting thing. You have to let me know if this or Retro Roadshow you as well. Every now and again, I'll be playing a song that I know so well that I don't really need to think about it. It's just muscle memory. So, and that song is like that. So I'm playing along, and then I get distracted at a point in time where I make a little flub and I think about, how do I play that? And then it completely escapes my brain, and I'm like, I have no idea how I play that, Mm-hmm. And then I'm fucked, And so that's what happened. And I had to go back. I had to go through and. Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, okay, there you go. Yeah, but that's always so weird, man. Like how your brain's like, oh yeah, totally. Whatever exists in the realm of muscle memory. There's not a lot of communication with the other part of the brain that's like, oh yeah, we're actively paying attention to what we're doing.
I'm not a big rehearser, but I was I'm trying to improve in that area to just be more ready for shows.
Yeah.
And more automatic about it. But I saw this thing. It was a classical musician who was saying one of the ways they prepare for a show is they play it for their dog, and then they play it for their folks, and then they play it for their friends, and they just find little audiences all over the place, and it creates those kind of random or people are looking kind of thing. It's kind of similar in the way that you're adding the chaotic element or adding the, just building up audience as you go so that you're getting that under your belt. Because that happened to me a lot where I would and actually I was thinking about that too when we were talking about what I love about you. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And it's when I first early on when I was playing, and I didn't drop. I'm still letting it go, but I was thinking I was punk rock, and I was listening to propaganda.
Yeah.
I was thinking all and singing all this big, to me is kind of harsh stuff. And then I'd be back in my hometown and be I would see someone from my church, and that would just totally derail me. You know what I mean? Or it was funny that I was actually thinking about that. This being a EU friendly stream, it's just there's so many different cultures and ways of being, but my little small town Texas thing is man, it was so guilt stricken. Yeah. Even so to the core that I knew I was I'm gonna do this punk rock, so I knew it was the thing for me. I knew I could express myself, say anything, and but I still would feel it deep in there. I'm just oh shit. And it would derail me super hard,
Yeah, in fact, that was the primary motivator for me when I was hey, we need to find a place. When we were talking about Mr. T's and we were talking about getting the scene, even before it was really a scene, there were 3 bands. My buddies in the band Arlo, they weren't called Arlo at that point in time, they're called Otto. And then my buddies in the band called the Holliston Stops, and they didn't even have a name at this point in time. So there was a bunch of us, and we would just hang out, and we'd pass a guitar around, and we'd get high, and we'd get drunk, and we would we'd spend because I was still working in film and TV, so we'd spend every weekend from Friday night until Sunday evening. We'd just spend the entire weekend together, just making music and hanging out, getting high, and having a good time, and watching movies and talking about music, and literally that was a point where my. Even though I had been deep in the Beatles and deep in the Beach Boys and deep in the Kinks and deep in this music, I'd never really critically examined it, And so so we'd be talking about stuff and then we'd oh wait, and then so we'd break out the records and we'd A/B it was the first time that I was oh yeah. All of this music is built from component bits, and if I can understand how to make individual components, then I can do the same thing, And it was the very first time that really dawned on me. But because I was such a slow learner, and because I didn't have a process for how to get to I had no idea how to go from I had no idea how to go from that to like, to whatever it is I do now, and so I would watch them do their things, and I'm like, and it was such a slow process. But so whenever I learned some new little trick, some new chord or something, I would write 10 songs using it. And then almost invariably, because we were talking about audiences, playing in front of an audience would completely derail me. I'd be like, oh yeah, I got this. I've played this song literally 200 times. Oh, there's an audience. Ah, fuck, I'd fuck it all up, and it just. So I realized back then I was like, we need to get in front of audiences and all the time, and so yeah, we did the Mr. T's thing. But all right, so let's see. So
that's a long road,
Yeah,
it's a long road from like, oh, people are watching and I'm scared, to like, oh, people are watching and it's making it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like getting over just like, I'm not going to be for everyone, and so like as people walk away, that's a good sign.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm still in. Anyway, what's it?
No. But in fact, that's really funny that you should mention that, because that is a big part of my newest podcast episode, is that idea of like, it's talking about like the kind of influence an audience has. Like, when you first start, you need an audience. You just need, if you want to be a band that puts out music that people listen to other than your small subset of like immediate friends, you need an audience, And the thing is like, but even so, that audience is very frightening at first. And then as you start building that rapport, but the more you play, the better you get at interacting with the audience and understanding the audience. And, I really like that Devil song live. The Devil He Gets Into Me. Oh yeah, that's thank you. I'm thinking that is a fun one. I haven't played that one in a long. I haven't played that one in a long time. I might have to listen to that to remember how it goes. But I think it's in B. But anyway, but yeah, let's get another Boone tune.
This song is called "I'm Ready." Yeah, too bad, y'all bad. All right, would you put reverb on?
Oh yeah.
That threw me off.
I did a show in Wisconsin Dells this last week that I was scared shitless for. It turned into a massive party, feel good. Oh, that's amazing. Why were you scared? Retro Roadshow? Sing. Let's see.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, too bad y'all were so tiny. Too quiet, yeah, well, okay. Let's change the scene. I've been in it, stuck much too much. Yeah, too bad, y'all. Bad spells and bad thoughts in my head. Bad feeling, sinking all the way in. Well, I choose where I'm going instead, 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, that's my power, y'all. Now I got it. In my big talons, I'm flying, scooping fresh from the sea. Fishes, a little something to eat. 'Cause I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Wow, I wanna thank you all for getting down from this hole in my head. I'm not sorry, I'm not thinking it through. When you're ready, there's only one thing to do. Sing. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. What's up, Violinda?
yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, hey Violinda, good to see you. And so in Retro Roadshow said it was my first solo show since the pandemic, and I've never played there before. Been having pretty extreme panic attacks, and that was one show on the horizon that I was a bit freaked out about. Been doing a ton of duo shows and full band shows, but yeah, no solo since the shit went down. Yeah, it is crazy. Isn't that bizarre? How just even having one other person on stage helps diffuse the weird. It's really funny for me. One of the worst shows I ever had. It wasn't even a terrible show. There was the Starry Plow in Berkeley, California had an open mic night. Now I hadn't played in 2009. I tried to walk away from music. I was like, fuck this noise. I'm gonna make money. So I was working in software sales, and I only wrote 9 songs. In 2009, I wrote 9 songs. Only one survived, which is "See the Blood Flow." But so I went up to the. So I got there. So the open mic starts at 8:00. You sign up at 7:30. I think this is how it works. But it was super early. And then what they do is they randomly pick who plays. Now the thing is that like as I watched, I was like, oh, it's not random. It's the fucking guy is like, and so because I had never been there, but I got there really early. And I'm pacing my drinks to make sure that I don't because I don't like playing fucked up, and I'm pacing my drinks and he's pulling out names. And so I got there at like 7:30, maybe 8:00, whatever the sign up was. And at 1:30 in the morning, and so by this, oh God damn it. So I was livid. I was like, there were multiple times I'm like, fuck this noise, fuck, I will never do this again, and I never will. I will never ever do another open mic ever again. But I was like, no, I showed up to play. I'm gonna fucking play. So I played, and so again, so I played, so it's 1:00, it's like 1:30 in the morning, and there's all these people, and now they're all drunk, and I'm like, I'm just gonna play all the hits. I'm like, oh yeah, this was on Grey's Anatomy, and this was on and so and I was just like, here you guys go, fuck you, yeah, fuck, like because there were other people even went up twice before me, like it was just a fucking shit show. But I was livid. So I walked up there and I was filled with such hostility for everybody there. It wasn't like it wasn't. I wasn't able to control that and like own the crowd. Where normally if I walked up, I was like, oh, you know what? Like if I dealt with it better, I would have seen what songs were resonating with people, what songs people were getting into, and then I would have started with the song, the song that people were most into. I would have started with the song closest like that, and then gotten people singing. I'd be like, all right, this is a sing along, like even if it wasn't a sing along, I'd be like, all right, this is a sing along, this is your part, and I would have gotten people involved because I had 3 songs. So but I didn't because I was so angry and so pent up. So. Yeah, and it's totally train wrecked this show for me, and I realized that it was entirely on me, Mm-hmm. But even so, because I was by myself, I couldn't be like, oh, this is like I didn't have anybody so I just became this internal echo chamber of chaos, and so I went on at 1:30, and it's really funny. I basically bombed. Like no one was paying attention except one couple. They walked up and they're like, "That was amazing." And I was like, and of course I'm like, "Thank you," or whatever. And I should have been like, "Thank you." Oh, like, thank you. My band is Get Set Go, and you can find me here and yada yada yada. But I didn't, So I was there for a whole evening and just wasted every moment of it. And I'm like, fucking never again.
Yeah. I used to host an open mic.
Yeah, no, I did. In fact, I did that. Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. You know, like I think. For me, in the end, it was like I had some good experiences, especially early on, before they had like handed the torch to me. It like already existed.
Oh yeah.
And there was a very good vibe, and it was like a really cool thing. But I realized for me, it was a very similar energy to what was needed for my job. It was very similar to working in like a preschool. Yeah. Which I did like all day, and then I'd get off work and like have like try to eat something and then like go straight there. And it was the same thing where it's just like, hey, we're all going to be like bad behavior and we're going to like not consider other people and we need you to tell us what to do. Yeah. But it's annoying to do that with adults, especially after you've done it all day with children. Yeah. So, but anyway, not to like put anything on them. It's just like, I just wasn't in the right place to like be the container anymore. Yeah. Like I was just like out of that energy. So I ended up just being like, whatever, I just like, and it really, sadly, it turned into me showing up there just and I was also trying to stream it, like live stream. Oh yeah, yeah. Which I think that was the best part. Yeah. Honestly, that was the best part. Is it gave me an excuse to like try to stream, and like it kept me a little thread in. Yeah. After the TwitchCon and stuff, and then, but the what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it ended just me, just like I was just like watching my clock, like come on, let me go get my check. Yeah. I'm so ready to go home. Yeah, yeah. Sadly, but and also it's like I don't know. It's like also everybody at an open mic once, in that case, wanted to. It felt like everybody wanted my job.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying because
Yeah.
it's like it's not respectful. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
again,
yeah.
like anyway. So,
No, yeah, I mean-
but no one people might even be watching this were there. So like
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude or like
you know,
burn bridges, but
it's-
it was a hard job for me.
It's funny.
I did not like it.
I think about that. I think that
I love open
I think
mics,
that
though.
what if I were to do something like that again, because that was ostensibly so when the Thirsty Crow reached out to me about setting up a day drinking thing on Saturdays for them. And cause my buddy Cooper was actually the manager of the bar, and she was one of the I was the impresario of the Mr. T scene. She was the impresario of Kiss or Kill. She's like, Mike, I'd love for you to do like a songwriter thing. It'll be an open mic aspect. Like we'll let any songwriter show up, but you can kind of curate it and do what you want. So I was like, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out to 4 other songwriter friends of mine and ask them to show up every week, and it'll be built around us and our friends. And then if other people show up, we'll be like, yeah, we'll give you an opportunity, and we'll fit them in. Like I'll find a way to make sure that the show is spectacular for the people that are there.
Yeah, and it reminds me. There's a really good documentary called "Beauty Is Embarrassing," and it's about Wayne White, this artist. And one point it talks about him. It was more like a theater or like puppet thing. Yeah. But they had a space in New York, and it was open in the sense that people could do it, but you kind of had to you had to go and enjoy it and be a part of it, and you kind of had to have the balls. And it wasn't like it wasn't like a mean place, but it wasn't like all welcome, just really nice no matter what. It was like, no, we're really trying to do something here. And then and it gave, to me, it's like, I think that's a very tender place, like with creatives and people in general. It's like, everyone wants to be so nice, but like, I would much rather go to a place that has a high bar and that you have to kind of get in with it, know? And that's like a cool art thing. Like that's why I feel like Rain Trade is a little bit more like that, where it's like you said, it's starting with this, and then it's like, you got to kind of And
I do. It's funny because I do think that making it a meritocracy. So if we don't know you, you can't play. But if you come out this week and you're friendly and we get to know you,
give me your tape.
Then or
that's what I like.
Or just hang out the entire time. Just set aside whatever the interval is. So set aside the 3 or 4 hours. Hang out the entire time. Be a part of. Appreciate people. Talk to them afterwards. Like just be a part of. Yeah. We'll get you on next week. Mm-hmm. You can't do that if you can only show up for an hour. That's fine. I'll just take you 4 or 5 shows.
I did this thing that when I was first playing with the new rhythm section with Josh and Taylor, I realized that there was so much spam and so much people trying to get people to listen to my stuff. When I made the recordings for them to know, I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? This song is called this. This is the key, blah, blah, blah. And I would just and it was it was kind of like Daniel Johnston or something, like you make a tape for someone. And I think that's kind of missing too. But it's totally available, like with your phone or with SoundCloud. Like you can just say hey, I'm making this today, for the people that run Rain Trade. I just want to say what's up. I love what y'all do. Here's a sample of my work. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like a gatekeeper or something, but just a little bit of courting or a little bit of let's work on. You know what I mean? I do think that there is a lot of value in being this is an exclusive thing, and you have to jump through some hoops to be a part of. Mm-hmm. And then if you want to remain being a part of, you have to maintain some sort of I think that's the only way that you get people vested in something where they sometimes you run across some magic because it's a place with great parking and they've got drink specials, and it's a perfect confluence of all the things that people they discovered it and they're like, yeah, this is great. You've got a weird toothless sound guy that's I'll run the karaoke or the open mic or whatever, and people are like this, and it just becomes its own thing. But if you're in charge of it and you want it to grow, I think that there certainly is a good, important, set some sort of bar that they have to achieve to show, to even be able to grace a stage, and then set another bar to stay on the stage. I think that's And you can be I don't know. It's a tricky little thing. I think I realized too, as you were talking, I was remembering an experience I had where it's the owner or the people that were letting us run a thing, they were oh, this is South by is Austin, everyone's looking, and they were watching y'all, this better be cool. And it was like such a bad vibe,
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
and they like ended it because they were like, it's not cool enough.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude, it's like the guy down the block comes up and sings karaoke.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
weird. Like,
Yeah.
like no old, like, you know how many like old guys have the balls to do that?
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
And like, and everyone cheers for him and it's freaking amazing, right? But it's like, but it's not like, you know, it's like, I don't know. So I think it'd be cool to have a play. Yeah, it's such a balance, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, you know, I agree. I do think that and maybe we because it's really funny because what you know when we were doing the Sex Bang Boom at the Little Drinks Lounge, that it was the nascent kernel of that, you know. It was like and it felt good, and everybody that showed up were like, this was great, you know, and it was just like, it was just squashed. It was like oh, let's put the seed in the soil, and let's add some water, and let's give it some sunlight, and then let's just dump in. You're like no, what's going on? Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah. And I mean, and you know, like I teach music lessons and like, get paid professionally to help people learn the basics of playing ukulele. And to me, that's like very valuable time, but it's like, I can't just do that. I can't just open the door and be like, hey, I'm going to give you feedback and help you just to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just like total burnout, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I want to be nice, but I think also like being boundary. I do agree. Like, I think there is a way to be kind and like, and to be, but I think authenticity and like, saying what you want to do and being really clear about it is also, you know, the kind way to do it.
Yeah,
even though if it sounds like it can be a little unnice at times, because like you just can't, you know, you can't be a screen door on a submarine.
In fact, that happens to me even now to some degree. I will get people that reach out to me and be like, Mike, you know, I started after listening to you or watching your stream or something, I started writing songs, and I wrote a song. I want you to hear it. And I'm like, and my response is, I'm like, look, I'm 100% certain that you love that song, and I'm certain that in your heart of hearts, it's a great song. But if it's your first song, I guarantee you, it's not going to work for me, and it's not going to work for most other people. You need to write 20 songs, and then play them for your friends, and play them for people that love you.
Right.
And then you'll find one that people will be like, oh, that's a pretty cool one. And then send me like a couple minutes of that song, and I'll definitely listen to that one. You know, like things like, but you don't, like, you know, and so and that is like people are like, oh, I wrote a poem. You're like, yes. Well, have you ever written poems? No. Okay. Well, then don't share it with anybody. Go write 100 more poems.
Oh,
you know?
man. Oh God, that reminds me of doing like a poetry class in college, and it was like, man, my stomach.
Yeah.
Like really just, I was dragging my guts along with me on the floor. I was so scared, and it sucked, man.
Yeah.
Like, and you really, like, people like told you the truth, you know, like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I think there was still a lot of like, oh, it's so nice, you know.
Yeah.
But I wrote a poem about cleaning your lover's toilet, but I made it real subtle. And some people were like, it was so sweet and so nice. And it went around, and then this sorority girl at the very end was like, I think that was disgusting. And me and the instructor were just like laughing. Like that was the one person that
actually was paying attention.
That actually heard that I was talking about like really scrubbing the porcelain. You know, like,
that's great.
it's like doing the thing that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
because you are really into something. You know what I mean?
No, that's great. That's awesome.
It was a pretty
that's
good
awesome.
poem.
Yeah, that's great.
But it was like, it was definitely like my 1,000th poem, you know. And I was playing the crowd. Like I wanted to see if anyone would. Like,
It was a little Easter egg game.
It was very coyote. It was very like trickster of me, but it was fun.
I get that too. I'm selective with my students. Oh wait, and hold on. Ian wrote something. 1 second. I miss playing shows. I remember a time my then band had scheduled a show and everyone else canceled last second. I did it did it solo. It was terrifying. Yeah, I mean, that the idea of expecting your band, like, and people showing up, does not happen to me very often, but every now and again there would be some disaster, you know, and like, and of course, like Get Set Go, like we were a pretty established band, so we were like, if we weren't the headline, we were like the first support band, like, so we were in a position where like, I'm like, all right, so and often sometimes back in the day, like you couldn't get the word out, like you could promote, but like there was no easy way to access your audience, so I'd be like, okay, I've got to go and play this show by myself. When people are expecting the full band and it's a full bill of bands, I at least need to show up and be like, I'm willing to play if you guys want to. And sometimes, and it has happened to me, Elon, where sometimes my friends are like, in the other bands are like, oh, don't worry, I know enough to like follow along. And so we just play a bunch of the hits and I'd play like 3 or 4 songs and we'd be, all right, that was Get Set Go, and be out of there. Other times it was just, it was me by myself, not expecting it, playing in front of 100 people and being like, oh shit, like this is, and it was a very awkward thing. And, but you do it enough times, you're like, oh yeah, whatever. You just learn to roll the punches. But, all right, let's get another Boone tune.
All right. Can I get the reverb on?
Yeah.
White smile, endless blue, like something you might have seen in a movie come true. Oh, like this way, I'm feeling. Quiet down. It grows on going like something you might know without knowing inside. Oh, like this way, I'm serious. I wanna shout loud. You wanna do a solo in A?
Yeah.
It grows on going like something you might know without knowing. Oh wait, I already did that. Hugs. Keep squeezing. I'm something that's worth believing in you. Wherever our time revealing what mamas know in our first breath, and all will know by the last. It's big.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great, man.
I got a little doubled up that last verse.
Yeah, no, yeah, I love that song.
I'm still warming up. Warming up after that talkathon.
Yeah.
You're like, what is it? It's like great night up in here.
Yeah.
We're just talking.
Yeah,
Talk the whole time.
But it is funny, because you don't get to have these kinds of conversations with people that don't make music, because there is, it's funny, the people I can have these conversations with where there's the most crossover are comedians.
Yeah.
And the thing is but otherwise, like even actors, like, because you've got an ensemble, unless they're like I did a one-man show, and then even then I just, because it's all scripted, it's all like there's no real fly by the seat of your pants kind of thing,
I can really relate with musicians and comedians, and then those folks that just like pull down their pants on stage and be like, I hope you like it, because that's what it feels like half the time.
Yes, yeah, it certainly is.
I'm just playing.
It's certainly, yeah.
But yeah, it's a crazy feeling.
What
one
are
of the
those
things I
people
realized
called?
is it like
Exhibitionists?
it's like, oh man, I'm sorry, I can't think of it. Yeah, they're
What?
called artist. Locket Punt. Oh, from Deer Hunter. Nice.
Actually, it's funny.
I like
I was
Deer
thinking that was another thing I was thinking about, and I apologize. I apologize that this is becoming more of a talky. I'll get back to the music, but I was thinking about like how strange it is. You and I both started off kind of in the punk rock world,
Yeah.
and thinking like, oh yeah, this is the sound I want to make, and this is my thing. Now again, for me, I didn't really consider that punk rock was an easier, like it had easier chords, and like it was just the sound I wanted to create. But then as I got better at making music, the more I wanted, like, first off, what I wanted to do was any band that I liked, I wanted to be able to make sounds like them and make it sound like I didn't care no matter how disparate the sound, I was like, well, I can do that, and I wanted to throw it all within the auspice of Get Set Go, and then, or not even Get Set Go at this point in time, Vermicious K, but then I also, like, I just found myself leaning into acoustic because it's so easy to just move around, and then melodic. Like, I mean, it was always melodic, but I just fell in love with the really pretty, and for me, I like the really pretty sounds coupled with lyrics that were like not what you were expecting, and that was like, and that was it. And so,
I was obsessed with the oldie station and, the Kinks and old soul music, 60s soul, 50s doo-wop, and I was obsessed with that stuff, but I didn't think I could ever do it. And then when I got my first like Screeching Weasel, someone showed me a Screeching Weasel CD, and when I opened it up, like photocopy came out of like this catalog, and I was like, oh, I can do this. Like this makes so much sense. And so I just did what they were doing, and I was like, I'm king of and then it was like, and also like I was taking guitar lessons, but I was like, and my guitar teacher was like, you need to play with people, and this is what the drums will do, and this is what the bass will do. And then so I like went to my friends. I was like, I need to play with people. This is what you do on the drums. This is what you do on the bass. And again, it was like, it was really, it was the technical thing for me. That it was like, but I think eventually it took forever. I think though, like thinking of that time, but also thinking of like the open mic time, which seems like yesterday, but it's got to be like a long time now.
Yeah.
But like what I realized recently is that like when I think back on that stuff, like I'm still figuring it out. And like in the moment, I definitely didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of times I stop, or I don't want to go big, or I don't want to do what I really want to do because I don't know how yet. But really, whatever I have done, I didn't know how yet. And I still don't know what the heck I was doing in any of those cases. So it's like, I just find that really encouraging to like trust the fact that like, it's kind of like to Violinda's point. It's like, if you're get around, you want to be the kind of person and be around the kind of people where it's like, you get to like try your thing and it's a safe, you know what I mean? Like, it's a good community. And really that's the core of it. I mean, I don't know if that's what she was saying exactly, but like that's where I'm at right now. It's like, I just need to be like, I want to do extra, and I want to need to be able to like fall on my face and then like get up and dust off and whatever. It's
that's in fact, it's really funny because that for me, like I'm not the kind of person that just sits on my laurel. Which is really funny because I'm really considering, I'm trying to figure out a way where I can pull my foot off the gas as intense, like, because I got to Austin and I just went, and it's just been like, and every single time I feel like I just did way too much and I can do no more, I'll take a little break of about a month, maybe a month and a half, and then I'm like, all right, and then I just drop back in, and it keeps getting more and more frenetic and more crazy, and yet the needle does not move at all. And so I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, then I shouldn't have to work. I could have just spent these past years enjoying my life, so but the thing is that, but even so, I am trying to I do think that I do think that the internet has a huge potential for community building. I mean, certainly, obviously we can see it with Twitch. It's just that there's not a lot of thought into connecting people that do this. Like, the thing is it's like each individual, like, it's I'm the Instagram maven and here's my Instagram stuff, or I'm the so I'm going to try to see if we can't build a cool little community that does this stuff. But
that sounds good. So
my first band was 100%. Hey, thank you.
Retro Roadshow, exactly. I did the same thing. I did that like 3 times.
That relentlessly badgered to buy instruments and then taught them how to play as
I did that like on my 3rd time. I was like, wait a minute. I think I know what the problem with this method is. It's me. I'm like, oh man, I was like such a dick, man. I was like a very, but anyway, but not to say you're a dick. I'm just saying, like, when I was doing that, I was like definitely badgering and like bothering people.
Wait, are you talking about Gabe? Are you talking about Gabe, Ian? Are we talking about, is that Gabe was, he liked playing on Guitar Hero, and again, I don't mean to dox any information regarding Gabe and his, if that is him, but like, that's just the very, I'm finding that the more that I make just pure happiness my goal, the other stuff happens as it needs to, or yeah, and that's, in fact, I think that's the thing, right? Is that like, in order for me to have kept keeping on making music full tilt for as long as I have, is I had to eliminate all of the attributes and the things that made it not pleasant for me. Like, I wanted to make sure that it was always fun and always a joy and always a pleasure. And that the core things that I did, which is the writing of the music and the recording of the music, I didn't want to give anybody permission to say yes or no to that. I didn't want to have to add, like, which is why for me moving to Austin made sense at the time, because like that, I could stop asking my bandmates, you know, hey guys, have you written your parts? Can we get together and rehearse? Can we figure this stuff out? Like, I was like, no, I'll just take care of it. Like, don't even worry. So then I could finally move at my own pace, you know. My second band was like more like a friend of mine and I, who usually paired up with different people over the years until it didn't work anymore. A different friend, Gabe, never really, he never like Guitar Hero. Okay, sure. So you have 2 friends that got into aviation. That's cool. That's crazy. The second band was with Gabe. Okay, awesome. And then, hey, it's that croaker music. Hey, man, all the other stuff is just noise in my head. yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So, here. Okay. So this, it's me on.
Put up the reader.
Yeah. What? Okay. What do we want to play here? Let's do.
See me or.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We can do see me here. Yeah. Here. We're playing. All Boone's favorites right now. There's so many faces that don't see me. I've been so many places with so many faces I've gone unseen. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. I've gotten lost in a bottle, going for throttle till I couldn't see. A drink don't make it better, my lips are just wetter, but still I'm unseen. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. And I just wanna scream, here I am, see me. So start streaming, brother. Missing the feel of a body next to my body as I sleep. Missing conversation with the lover loving me. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own. And I just wanna scream, here I am, see me. Hey, baby cat. I just wanna scream, here I am, see me.
There's so many faces that don't see me. I've been so many places with so many faces I finally unseen. And I'm all alone, and I'm on my own.
We put the reverb on. When I wanna love, I say, my Lord, send me the one big one. When I wanna sing, I say, my Lord, send me a melody. And when I get sick, I say, send me my sword, and a fire-breathing dragon that attacks on my word, and a millipede plague and an elephant herd, 'cause I feel like I feel like a fight. On acre land with a plow and a mule. La 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 la. At my workbench mending a gardening tool. La 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 la. I see times racing faster and stuff's breaking down. The things that I thought would always be around have fallen to splinters and worms in the ground, and even the light-giving sun goes. Hear water rushing from a river nearby that goes la 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 la. It says many have played here, and of those many have died. La 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 la. But for all who are living, my water supplies with the cool, clear. I'm on my own. When I wanna love, I say, my Lord, send me the one big one. When I wanna sing, I say, my Lord, send me a melody. And when I get sick, I say, send me my sword, and a fire-breathing dragon that attacks on my word, and a millipede plague and an elephant herd, 'cause I feel I feel like I feel like a fight.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, here
Yeah.
we got another mashup for you.
I can't help it.
Bop, bop. Bop, bop. It's all you. Okay.
No blood, no bone, no brain, no pain, no. Oh yeah.
I know. Let's do the mashup.
Oh yeah. No brain indeed. So like before I was born, Mama decided we'd grow on gasoline. Daddy said whatever, gotta go to work now. Guess it makes sense to me.
Oh, I'm a fireball now. Come on, love, let us blow this scene. Let us hurry home and get between the sheets, between your lips and between your thighs. Let us seal the space between you and I. Kiss me now, kiss me hard. Let me feel the fury of your lonely heart. Fuck me now, fuck me long. Can you hear the love buried in this song?
I grew up born and my clothes got torn. Motorcycle through the trees. I pulled into the city, the lights were so bright, they just ignited me.
Oh, I'm a fireball now.
Yeah, let's double it up.
Oh, I'm a fireball now. Come on, love, and let us die tonight in an orgy of sexual suicide. Let us tear the flesh right off our bones, and we'll fuck all night to the rock and roll. Kiss me now, kiss me hard. Let me feel the fury of your broken heart. Fuck me now, fuck me long. Can you hear the love buried in this song?
I went out late night, met this little girl. Her name was Rosalie. We started talking. That's just the way it's gonna be. And then she asked me, "Do you got a light? Do you got a light? Do you got a light? Rolled up my sleeve. Oh, I'm a fireball now.
Oh, I'm a fireball now. Come on, love, let us fall in love. Let us prove that there is a God above. Let us light a fire and dive on in. Let us become saints, engage in sin. Kiss me now, kiss me hard. Let me feel the fury of your lonely heart. Fuck me now, fuck me long. Can you hear the love buried in this song? Yeah, sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, go.
Bop, bop. Na 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 na. Bop, bop. Na 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 na. Bop, bop. No
blood, no bone, no brain, no pain, no, 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 no. I'm made of metal now.
Okay.
Been broke, been down, been done, been worn out, worn out, worn out. Oh, I'm made of metal now.
Knocking down another brick wall as fast as they go. They try and keep us under pressure, but the pressure's not enough.
Knocking down another brick wall fast as they grew up. Try to keep us under pressure, but the pressure's not enough. Na 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 bop bop. Na 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 bop bop. Wrong turn, turn on fire, fired up, 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 up. I'm made of metal now.
Okay, give me a second here, baby. Let's go.
Building up momentum, cause momentum's what we got. Multiplying and defying the orders from the top. Building up momentum, cause momentum's what we got. Multiplying and defying orders from the top. Na 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 bop bop. Na 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 bop. Bop bop. Oh God, good. We are tiny and we are shiny and we are robots. We are tiny and we are shiny and we are robots. We are tiny and we are shiny and we are robots. We are tiny and we are shiny and we are robots. Hell yeah, right on. Ah.
My belt buckle got the last word on that.
Hell yeah. So that was a mashup of Boone's song Fireball and my song Fury of Your Lonely Heart and a song that we co-wrote together called Made of Metal. And yeah, and that's a fun one. It's really great. It's great developing that as like just live. Like we're like we won't practice it. We'll just figure it out. But I do want to God damn it. I actually got it. I got it the first time. God damn it. Anyway, yeah.
Look at Sue's face.
What's it?
He's got a little stuck.
yeah, he's got a little bluff.
There's Sue right now.
Yeah. he's always done that. It's so funny. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. It was awesome. Do you want to play one? And then I'm gonna grab a beer. Can I grab one? I know you don't want to. Can I get some water?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take some water.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you. All right, let's do this one. I'll do same record. It's Friday.
Hell yeah.
Nobody knows. No one has opened their eyes. It's okay. That's how it goes. Some folks just sleep through their lives. And they listen to the same record. Every day it's the same old song. La 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 la, same record, turning around where the needle falls. La 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 la, sad rhythm, chipping away at their breaking heart. In my way, I do it too. Really, I'm not one to talk. I tune up and turn up to play, but really I'm just doing songs that are coming off the same record. Every day it's the same old song. La 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 la, same pattern, lifting what's lost on the chorus part.
La 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 la.
Sad strumming, trying to untie this old hopeless knot. It's Friday. Oh, nobody cares. Everyone's stuck in their cars. The word on the radio is the billionaires are headed for Mars. And we listen to the same record. Every day it's the same old song. La 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 la, same record, turning around where the needle falls. La 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 la, sad rhythm, chipping away at our breaking heart. And I'm playing on the same record. Every day it's the same old song. La 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 la, same pattern, lifting what's lost on the chorus part. La 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 la, sad strumming, trying to untie this old hopeless knot. It's Friday.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Water. Thanks for
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I love that song. That's a new one, right? I mean, that one was written within the past 6 months, 3 months.
I'd have
2
to double
months.
check. It might be as old as a year old now.
Okay, but it's like it's
yeah. It's definitely
it's post pandemic.
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's on the I mean, you know what I realized though when we were doing the mashup, I realized
George Washington, first off, real quick, that's an awesome handle. I'm new here, and I'm trying to work out who I'm reminded of vocally. So if you're looking for, so Boone, to my estimation, he kind of reminds me of the fella from the Weaker Thans or Propagandhi. But they're when that was on my first impression, but over time, like their voices have diverged in my brain very significantly, yeah. but that could be. I mean, there are others. There are others that
try not to do an impersonation right now.
Well, yeah.
I listen to a
Locket
lot.
Punt from Deer Hunter, perhaps.
I listen to a lot of music, so I try to steal as much as I can from different places.
Yeah.
I think what was the... I definitely John K. Sampson is a huge influence of mine. Definitely, I listen to him every day. And trying to think, someone got me into the thing of like getting low.
Yeah.
Which I don't think John K. Sampson does as much, but
it's for me.
Think who it was that I heard do that? I was like, ooh, I'll do that.
Mark Linkous.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I listen to Sparkle Horse religiously. It's been a while. I played a Sparkle Horse song for like a birthday mixtape for a friend of mine. Her husband put it together because she's a huge fan, and I did No one knows we're in a vampire planet.
Awesome, yeah. That song. That's one of the songs that someday you will. Yeah, that song to this day still, like, when I first heard that song, I think I remember I bought that record. I just bought that record on a whim. I was like, I don't know this, like, because that was the way that you used to buy records back in the day. Is you went to the record store without any fucking clue what anybody was, and you could ask the person, but then then you'd have to let them know that you didn't know the bands, so they'd be like, oh really, you don't know this band, like. Strange.
Acting happily deranged.
Yeah.
I love. Yeah. I love that one song by Polaris.
That's great.
I think that's the same Polaris, but.
Boone reminds me a lot of Miracle Legion Polaris. Oh, cool.
Acting happily deranged. Gonna buy my chimney. But has she hit the target yet? Hey Sandy. Dun, 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 dun. I love that song, man. I never thought I sang like that guy, but I could see it. I'm trying to think of who does the low thing. You know what also is like I found to be like, I'm not like very influenced, but the what is the guy? I'm a king bee. I think I don't know to sound pretentious, but I worked at a record store, you know what I mean? And and I heard all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And the thing that really inspires me a lot is like listening to, and actually I don't know. I feel so pretentious saying this, but when back in San Marcos, some of the best nights to go out and like the big crowds and like hang out with people was with like DJ, like Chief would DJ and like the rap, like his rap group is called the Word Association, and before that Liquid Stereo Project, and it was just like I wasn't like actively thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be like inspired. It's like it was just like but at the end of the night, whenever I was at a rap show, it was just like word, and there was some very, very good lyricists too that were in that mix. And I would go home and I would just like stay up all night writing, just so inspired, because it was like it's kind of like listening to jazz music. Like I'm not gonna pick up the class, like the like technical elements, but I let it wash over me, and then I just can't help but melodies come out from everywhere.
It's crazy. I'm the exact same way. It's funny because for me, I will actually, a lot of my songwriting gets done, I'll put on a movie that I like, and I'll just play I'll just kind of noodle around and then a scene will happen. In fact, I did that my song Looking East. Here, I'll play it, but this song.
Oh, hey, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, but before we get too far. It occurred to me when we were doing the Come On Lover, that song? Yeah. I realized that it was very important to me when I was writing it. I didn't directly think of it, but I was like, I want it to be the first time it says chipping away at their breaking hearts. And the second time I want it to be broken hearts. And I was like, it's kind of like you switch it up, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I probably got that idea.
That's great. I mean, I do like that, like having, you're using the same kind of lyric, but then just adding a little bit of time change. Like the thing is like I do that in Child of God, when it goes from when the girl's alive and then when she's dead, and it switches tenses, and you're like, oh, that's like dude, yes, writing riffing to movies or shows is serious. Yeah, I mean, because it's crazy. Because in fact, that was like, so what I was saying is, so, this is, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm just gonna play a little bit of the song, but this is a song called Looking East, and I wrote this song while I was watching Twin Peaks of all things, you know, and I just broken up with my girlfriend, and it was not a mutual like it was, she broke up with me, and it was not, it was, I did not understand, I expected or want it, you know, and so I was like, motherfucker. So hey Tony, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I'll do Everybody's Working. So oh, I know there's many leagues between you and I. And I know these heavy miles, they weigh upon your mind. But don't let the distance between us get you down. We will be together soon, for to you I am bound. You know, and so it has nothing to do. It doesn't match Twin Peaks lyrically. Has nothing to do with what's going on in Twin Peaks, but the vibe was like it was that wistful, heartbroken, like, you know, like I love you, James. I don't know if you've seen Twin Peaks, but there's just like you know, like there's just this like, it's just this twisted, tilted world where it, on one level it's like it's happy and sunny and awesome and kind of jokey, and then on the other it's just deep, super dark and deep dysfunction, and it's this mashup of those two impulse. Anyway, so yeah, so I love doing that. Like, that's a big thing for me.
I was a highly imaginative and sensitive child, and I think when that show first aired, I remember my folks saying, "Oh, we're gonna watch Twin Peaks," and I like walked in the room, and there's like a dead body in a freezer, and I just was like, "Nope," and I never looked back. But I've heard since then that it's like this amazing thing. And like, it is. But I mean, I'm still like that little like.
The first couple seasons, I think they do. So what I would recommend, if you want to explore Twin Peaks, what I would recommend is watch the first 2 seasons and then watch Fire Walk with Me, and then that gives you enough of a completion, like, because it does eventually lose its narrative center and it starts to kind of meander, but. Those first 2 seasons are pretty on point, okay. And you get all the characters. And then Fire Walk with Me is the denouement of the entire.
All right, I'll make a note. Yeah. Hey Siri, make a reminder to watch X-Files.
What did she say? What did Siri say?
She said,
"Watch it, Files." She got it. Yeah, she did. She got it. Yeah.
We're good.
Okay, here. So this is even if it's just to put your head in a state of mind that you would never have gotten into independently. Film and TV carry some great, otherwise inaccessible vibes. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because I often put on movies that I've seen a billion times, but I'll be like, oh, this is kind of the vibe of the song I want to write, and so I'll put on a movie that I know works in that milieu, that emotional palette, and then I'll just sit there and play while I'm watching this movie, you know, like, and eventually, and then what I'll do is I'll pause. I'll hit the pause button. I will write the entire song, and then I'll turn the pause off and watch the remainder of the movie. So, all right, this is a song called "Kick It." This is a brand new one. Oh, it's not brand new. It was written like within the past year and change, but it goes. Gonna kick it like it's never. It's the wrong key. I was like, why does it sound so weird? There you go. We're gonna kick it like it's never been kicked before. We're gonna hit it, then we're gonna hit it 10 times more. We're gonna take the night. We're gonna take the day. We're gonna light it up, then float away. We're gonna shoot it up, then we'll drink it down. We're gonna punch it hard right in the mouth. We're gonna take the sky. We're gonna steal the stars. We're gonna roar on by in our muscle cars. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. Hey John, how you doing, brother? Everything you don't wanna Curtis, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. We're gonna do it like it's never been done before. We're gonna pound it, then we're gonna pound it some more. We're gonna light the fire. We're gonna burn it out. So come on, baby, let's you and me get down. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. At all. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. Hey, Sound Phoenix, thanks for bringing it to it. You gotta take one down, then you pass it around. You gotta take two down, then you pass them around. You gotta take three down, then you pass them around. You gotta take four down, you gotta take more down. All right, tonight, woo, get wild. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. Oh. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. Want to show them? Sure. Yeah. Diddly-doppa-doodle-look-a-dick-a-dum-ba-dum. Diddly-doppa-doodle-look-a-bada-yo-and-do-and-daddle. Diddly-doppa-boo-doo-da-boo-doo-a-ba-dum. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. Oh yeah, hey Sound Phoenix, how are you doing? That's a great handle, Sound Phoenix. Fuck yeah. How are you? Welcome everybody. Johnny Ower? Am I Johnny Ower? That's a great handle. That's great. Awesome. Yeah. And this has been and Jason James Music. Awesome.
What's up?
So this is I'm Mike TV of the band Get Set Go. And then this is my buddy Boone Graham, and he's actually he streams here under the name Boone Music. He's also got a project called Magical Objects, and he's a spectacular and absurdly prolific songwriter. And so this is a Sunday sort of EU friendly, us getting together and hanging out and making some music. But that's great, man. So what were you? So Sound Phoenix, what? I don't. What are you doing? And what do you? And my music brothers. Oh, awesome. Well, I will have to check them out. Let me give everybody a follow real quick. Let me. Sarah's. I'm Mike TV of the band Get Set Go. I have 30 albums in stores, and I have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs that are available that I currently play in this stream. I've written between 1,000 and 2,000 songs. I kind of lost count at like 800, and that was like 10, 15 years ago. So I only play my own stuff. But if there's a particular vibe that you want, I can come up. I can approximate it, and so can Boone and Boone. I have to change the alert thing. Yeah, but the location, the alert. Here, let me do that right now. But yeah. So if there's a vibe, like if you want like a Led Zeppelin song.
Robert Plant covered a what's her name? Gosh, I can't think of her name, but he covers a really good song. Oh gosh, I was playing it with my cousin. It's like oh god, everyone down where you used to be. Anyway, I'll think of it. Come see me on my stream.
No. Tell me, do that again. That was you were channeling Les Claypool.
Lucinda Williams.
Oh.
Lucinda Williams song, and it's like I'm back down and the beat takes me right down. Well, it's over. I know it, but I can't let go. It's really good.
Huh. Yeah, it sounds great.
I know it, but I can't let go. I like the Robert Plant version the best, honestly.
Yeah,
Come see me on Boom Music. I'll play you that song.
Yeah. Les Claypool meets Boomhauer. That's exactly right. That's perfect.
Well, I can't see Boomerang. I mean, dang old.
Yeah, it's going to say on TV. But he throws in words every now. Yeah, yeah. I can't do it. I
dang old Lucinda. Dang old. I can't do it either. That's why the pros get paid to do that voice.
Let me give you guys a taste of Boone stuff. But yeah, thanks. But okay, so real quick. So Sound Phoenix. So what's your stream? I'm figuring you're a music streamer as well. Every now and again, I do get rated by people that are not music streamers, but the Sound Phoenix. If you don't do anything in the realm of music, that would be a complete waste of an awesome handle.
Dang old Twitch chat.
But yeah, so tell me about your stream, Sound Phoenix, and you can turn my people onto it because I do have a bunch of. It's funny. I've been doing Twitch for a long time, since October of 2015. We a long time ago kind of eschewed crowd size and money, and it's just now this is kind of where I hang out with my really close friends. And just make music and and keep my stuff practiced up and hang out with Boone and others. So there are a lot of musicians in the stream right now. And yeah, so let us know what you do so we can follow you and engage. But let me and while you do that, then I will add while Boone plays. Yeah. I will add
we put on the reverb.
The Sound Phoenix and who else was it? It was Johnny
Owen?
Oh, Johnny Owen. I thought it was Johnny Owen.
Is it Owen or Ower?
Yeah, it looks like it is Owen. Johnny Owen, and then Jason James Music. Here, let me do this. So let me add them.
Gypsy Dancer 86.
Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you, Gypsy Dancer. Thank you for the explanation. Let's add these people.
Oh, cool.
Twitch.
That sounds rad. I need to give them a follow too. Yeah, put on some reverb and I'll play. This is.
Talk.
Ooh, fancy.
Do I like music? Well, I guess you could say that.
Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Okay, there we go.
That's E. All right. Hey, little Nina, how are you?
Hey, Lenina.
I'll let you decide about this song. It's called Everything You. Everything you. Everything you. Everything you. Everything you. I'm living, I'm loving, I'm laughing you. More than the soil and the stars and the moon. I'm dreaming, I'm drowning, I'm digging you. And the way that your eyes burn blue. I'm everything I am or will be or was. Only exist for a blink and because I saw your smile and I knew what it was that I was. And I threw up. I'm living, I'm loving, I'm laughing you. Crack me up and put me back with some glue. All the king's horses came down with the flu, and they had to throw up too. Everything is everything you. Everything you. Everything you. Oh yeah. I'm freaking still falling, please tell me this. Did I fall into love's bottomless pit? Just to peek over the edge, I said, but damn, I must have slipped. I'm happy, I'm hopeless, it's often said. It's better to've loved and to've lost and be dead than to have never have loved but to've lived. Oh my God, have I just said everything you. Everything you. Everything you. La da da da. Everything you. Everything you.
Yeah. Awesome.
I everything you.
Oh yeah, awesome. Well, yeah, great, man. Okay, so we've got about 19 minutes left in the stream. But yeah, let's get some here. Let's do some finger pick tunes. Just to kind of shake it up. But what do we want to do? Oh, you know, I'll leave it up to you guys because this is, you know, we've only got 20 minutes left in the show. What songs do you want to hear? What's going on, bud? I'm burning. I can do "Burning in the Rain." All right. Do you wanna hop on the piano, Boone?
Not really.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do the song like we did on the record.
Man, I have amnesia.
Rain falls. Let's actually add a little wet for this. Check, because it's about rain. Rain falls, oh, another gloomy day. Some get out, but most of us remain in the cold, in the same rainy day. There's no song that we want to hear. Oh, rain falls, deafening our ears. The wind is sheer, and we remain in a rainy day. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Rain, it pools and gathers at her feet. The chill, it burns and we're left shivering. The clouds crowd in, drop freezing rain, another rainy day. Soft, it falls like kisses on the lips, cold as ice and splashes as it hits. It numbs our eyes, it numbs our face, this rainy day. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Hey, there you go. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for that, Paper Cat. I haven't played that one in a long time. That's a good song. Yeah, man. Thank you, Lenina. And yeah, and thanks again, Lenina. So for those of you that are my Patreon patrons, if you're in my, I've been doing. There was a point in time sometime last month where I was trying to set up a weekly just hangout. 3 of them are kind of themed. So 3 of them, one of them we talk about kind of science fiction and fantasy and books and comic books and movies and whatever. And then another one is based on rock and roll, you know. So we talk about music, we talk about the music that we love and what we like, and you know. And then there is another one that is based on kind of old movies, you know. And then the 4th one is just sort of like just a hangout, like a cocktail party, you know, like. And so we did the very first of the cocktail parties yesterday. It was a daytime day drinking thing. And it was awesome, and it was really fun, and Lenina was there, and so I just wanted to thank you and say that it was great. It was awesome. And thank you, Paper Cat. Thank you so much. And Click, hey, dude. How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. How you been, amigo? And let's get another Boone tune in. We only got 14 minutes. You have been summoned. Good, yeah. See, that's great. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that those kind of like, you know, like I think if we just keep them to an hour to start, so they're easy, like they're low impact, easy peasy, in and out, and then as they grow and they get more substantive, and as we have more fun, you know, we just extend them out, you know. But
Can I get some reverb?
no reverb for you. I'm gonna throw just heavy distortion on your voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about Sparkle Horse earlier.
Yeah, right? Hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday. That's awesome, man. You're officially old. Well, yeah, I feel you in that regard, man.
There it is. I could be convincing you to come to my show. You could be reminding me to fold the clothes, and we could take an hour to decide where to go for dinner. You could be reminding me to fight for my dream. I could be convincing you to speak when you scream, and we could spend another evening arguing about nothing. I hope it's going well with all your work and your lives. Yeah, I still project inferior with my eyes, and I still know it's right that we gave up for the night and forever. But I miss loving on you every now and then. I'm struck by the beams of the moon or something. I miss giving up, falling back in. I miss fighting about nothing. I would dance so dangerously close to the edge. You would get confused and scared and wish that I were dead. And we would make another evening of memories we wish we could forget. So I'll send out my message here with beats and chords to slip into a background mix that you can ignore, so I can see that I don't need to try anymore for nothing. I miss loving on you every now and then. I'm struck by the beams of the moon or something. I miss giving up, falling back in. And I miss fighting about nothing.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a great wistful. I've got something that's. I think it's. I love that song. Yeah, it might be a little bit too much. having two wistful, broken up songs might be a little bit too much.
Oh, right.
Hey, no worries, Paula.
I really
thank you for hanging out. It's really I'm really happy that you're here and that you were here. And yeah, you sleep well. Have a great night.
Bye, Paula.
Oh yeah, and let's see. So what do we want to do? Okay, so I've got time. I'll do one last one, and then we'll let Boone close it out for you guys. And then I will be back here tomorrow at my normal evening time, which is 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then so let's see. Why don't we hear? Let's just close out with one of the new hits, and this is a song called Ultrasonic. It goes No, that's right. I bring the riot, I own the takedown, I stoke the fires, I am the knockout, I am the pushback, I own the meanwhile, oh yes I am tsunami, I bring the anthems, I light the bonfires, I count the heartbeats, I push the count high, I cut the fresh wound, I slice the deepest, oh yes I am tsunami, crashing in like tidal forces, charging up like cavalry horses, dropping in like the force of gravity, pressing in like a surge of lava, messing with the laws of awesome as I burst the shackles holding me. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want and everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it, gonna give you everything. I am the landslide, I bring the wildfire, I sing the true songs that catch the loose sky, I beat the heartbeat, I pound the rhythm, yes I am tsunami, surging up like rising mountains, blasting forth like a raging fountain, coursing in with the fury of the storm, raging in like a violent clamor, heavy rain that drops like hammers, handing out the havoc and the score. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want and everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it, gonna give you everything. They can't slow me down, they can't wear me out, there's no road too far, there's no tearing down, they can't hold me back, they can't slow me down, there's no getting lost, I'm always around. want, and everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. Sonic, everything you want and everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it. Gonna give you everything. Hell yeah! All right, awesome. So that was me. I'm Mike TV. I will be here tomorrow. Oh, by the way, just to let you guys know, I've got a brand new podcast. We're 6 episodes in. Thank you, Lenina. Thank you, Paper Cat. So we're 6 episodes in on this brand new podcast. You can find it anywhere podcasts are available. It's called Hesitation Cuts. Check it out. It's a freaking amazing podcast. Is what amazing. It's what Funakari says. So thank you, Funakari. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's a lot of work. I'm recording 5 completely brand new studio or album-worthy tracks for each podcast. So there's a whole EP, but then it's all woven in with song and story. I mean, with story, and the story kind of links the songs, but the story also shows up in the middle of the song. So I extend out instrumental sections and stuff like that to make it all feel like one cohesive piece. So it's a pretty significant little endeavor. I finally sat down to listen to episode 6 today. I'll finally sit down to listen to episode 6 today. No, of course, Lenina, don't even sweat it. But I'm happy that you're able to carve out some time to check it out because episode 6 was a real serious struggle for me to complete because I started off with an idea that was way too big to fit into a half-an-hour episode. They run between 30 and 42 minutes. There's only one that's 42 minutes. Most of them run between 30 and 36 minutes. And this one I was working on this last episode, it was just way too big of a story for me to tell in a 30-minute episode, and it was killing me. But I figured it out, you know. But let me see. Can I post a guitar? Or can I post a video on how to play Die Motherfucker Die? I mean, I can. It's a pretty simple song. And oh shoot, you know what, Tony? Fuck. We totally. So Tony requested Everybody's Working, and I didn't play. I'll close out with that, man. What's that?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Okay, all right. I'm so sorry, Tony. I'm so sorry, brother. Because this is not normally. This is not really a request stream, and so I didn't. But you have been such a supporter and advocate. And like Tony, if you guys don't know, T-Nox, who about 15 minutes ago requested Everybody's Working. He is like Get Set Go's ambassador. Everybody's Working. He's a big Magic the Gathering enthusiast, and he'll be at Magic tournaments, and then like he'll be like, hey, do you guys want to hear this song, you know, by a band I really dig, and then he'll do like Kiss the Girl or the VKFD, the Fire Truck song. Like he'll just do these, like he'll perform them there in, like he'll put the song on and then just sing along and dance to it. It just fucking miraculous human being. Just really, really cool. So yeah, so here you go, brother. Sorry about that, Tony. So it goes. Everybody's working, everybody needs to toil. Oh, we're working so much harder than we did the year before. And we work so goddamn hard for so very little pay. And we work and we toil every day. Everyone's unhappy, everybody is upset. And the days that get away from us, we haven't made it yet. And we know that there's no end in sight. This is our everyday, and we work, and we toil, and we pay. Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Take it slow.
Take it slow.
Let's turn on the radio again, and let's sit and listen to the songs that we love, all the songs we sing along to. All right. Dog solo. Working makes us cynical and bitter, angry folk. This must be some sort of universal cosmic joke, but we know the bills, they must be paid, and so we slave away, and we work, and we toil every day. So it's not your part yet. Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Take it slow.
Take it slow.
Let's turn on the radio again, and let's sit and listen to the songs that we love, all the songs we sing along to. Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Take it slow.
Take it slow.
Let's turn on the radio again, and let's sit and listen to the songs that we love, all the songs we sing along to. All right. That's not cool. Everybody's working, everybody needs to toil. Oh, we're working so much harder than we did the year before. And we work so goddamn hard for so very little pay. And we work, and we toil, and we slave. There you go. So sorry about that, Tony. There you go, man. And so we're gonna close out with Boone Graham. Thank you. So Boone, you can find Boone on Twitch under Boone Music, Boone Music, and he streams with some frequency throughout the week. And then he and I do something called the Rain Trade on Fridays, where it's like a little like condensed rock show. It's half-hour sets, 4 performers, super fun. We do that here on Twitch. So yeah, just give us a follow, give him a follow, and check it out next time it happens. So
Yeah,
boom.
I'll be back on Wednesday or Thursday for sure. My stream. I'm taking a couple days because I'm going back to work after summer break. I see a pretty lady and I wonder if I'm dateable. Oh, where am I? There it is. Let's try that again. I see a pretty lady and I wonder if I'm dateable. I see a cute couple and think, oh, it must be nice. There's some folks with their kids out here, it makes me wanna cry. That's no way to joyride, mama. That's no way to joyride. That's no way to joyride, mama. It's not the way. Joyride, bicycle, 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 bicycle. Oh no, I got no place to go. I always knew we'd say goodbye. Just thought it'd be much, 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 much later on. We would live in a home that we built up with loving hands. Have a couple of kids that could grow up and move on. And so on. That's no way to joyride, mama. That's no way to joyride. That's no way to joyride, mama. It's not the way. Joyride, bicycle, 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 bicycle. Oh no, I got no place to go. lady out here with her dog.
Hell yeah. Awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you. So we're not going to rate anybody. We're just gonna go. You know, it's a Sunday. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon, and so I'm gonna be fucking lazy. But thank you. I really do love you all. And man, there is some cool stuff happening. But the most important cool thing that you should be paying attention to is the Get Set Goes. I've got a brand new podcast. It's called Hesitation Cuts, and it's amazing. It is 30 years of telling stories, 30 years of working in the film and TV business as a writer, and then 30 years of making music, and you combine the two and you create something that is earnest and honest and revealing in a way that is disgusting and makes me want to puke all the time. But however, I do think it also works as a podcast.
That's how you know it's working.
Yeah.
This side is tingling.
Yeah. Like,
It's I dig it. Actually, I pulled it up today, and it was the episode 6 wasn't on the.
oh yeah,
Apple
because
podcast.
it doesn't drop until Tuesday. Yeah.
Well, I'll see you on Tuesday then.
Yeah. So I make episode 6 available to my I get my Patreon patrons get an early look at everything, and then they get all the other, like, anyway. Yeah, I for this particular episode I recorded it 3 times. I completely wrote a different script, trying to take this massive story and condense it down into half-an-hour episodes, and it didn't work. I rewrote that script 8 times, and then I was like, "Fuck this noise," and then I rejiggered things, and then I was like, "Okay, this is gonna work," and then I recorded it once, and then recorded it twice, and I was like, "This is not working." I scrapped it all, and then I did it again, and that was the one I ended up going with. So it was a lot of work over this past month, but yeah, man. But the great thing is, it's a labor of love. It's not really monetized at all. I'm not going to look to do sponsors. I'm not going to look to do it. Like, I'm just going to it's just my gift to you guys. So yeah, give it a spin, and I hope you dig it. I love you all, and we'll